And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out to senior night here in Elmer, Louisiana, on the campus of Oak Hill High School, where it is the season finale for the Oak Hill Lady Rams here at home. Now, of course, they will host their quarterfinal playoff game just a bit. Doug Gann alongside of Billy French, whoever the crud you are tonight. Yeah, Billy French is here. Chuck Perkins is up there doing some stuff. And we're going to turn it over to our public address announcer right now, which happens to be Coach Bandy, I believe, in this. And we'll get things going with the starting lineups. We'll have our anthem, our prayer, and we'll get ready to tip this thing off. It is senior night here in 2024 from Oak Hill.
Over each and every player tonight, God. We give you the glory and praise in Jesus' name.
Bring it down to taste. Yeah, that's it. We have to pull it down a little bit on volume-wise because it clips higher the more it's up here. You may want to bring the volume down just a tad. Come up here.
I'll come up there? Yeah. It'll work up there?
If you're behind the speaker, go on, Billy. Yeah, how you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, that's the way it was in the old days. And now.
Good evening and welcome tonight to Oak Hill High School. Tonight's game between the Elizabeth Bulldogs and your Oak Hill Lady Rams. First, the starting lineups for Elizabeth. Junior, number 12, J.C. Hurst. Freshman, number 23, Cora Ordway. Junior, number 22, Dana Lee Coleman. Senior, number 4, Gabby Carrier. And junior, number 11, Josie Gordon. Now for your Oak Hill Lady Rams. Sophomore guard, number 24, Lady Johnson. Junior guard, number 12, Riley Ducey. Junior forward, number 15, Jody Jowers. And now for our two seniors tonight for senior night. Starting guard, senior number 1, Christina Green. And starting senior, number 54, Alexis Dyer. Good luck tonight to both teams.
There you have the starting lineups for both squads out there in a special night. Christina Green and Alexis Dyer will make their final starts here at Oak Hill in the regular season at home. They'll be back for the playoffs in that quarterfinal matchup. But an opportunity to bring in my broadcast partner for the night, Billy French, joins us here, trying to get to knock the rust off a little bit as he's got a big weekend of basketball coming up as well. So, Billy, welcome aboard.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Been on a little vacation, a couple of weeks here. I hadn't been able to call anything, but I was glad to be back. And no better place that I'd rather be here than Elmer, Louisiana, to watch these red-hot Oak Hill Lady Rams here. It's going to be a fun night. Super excited for Alexis Dyer, who just signed with LSUA. And, of course, Christina Green, who's been one of the leaders on this team all year long. One
of the biggest steals, if you're looking for a guard, an unsigned guard, Christina Green's your girl on there. Jumping center is Danley Coleman will go against Dyer, and she better be able to get up. Alexis is going to get there. And she does, yeah. And it goes back senior to senior. Green's got it over Ducey up front. Now back up top goes Christina inside to Jowers. Jowers is going to get that one. But there is Alexis with a board in the bucket.
Yeah, quick rebound right there. Offensive rebound for Alexis Dyer. Puts it up there for 2.
You know, that press that we've seen all season long, save for the one game, is back in effect. There's a long three that's up, bangs around, no good. Jowers there to pull that one down. and she gets it back into the front court, swung around the side. Duce back up top. What we've seen Christina Green do is go for 57 the last 2 games combined. Lainey Johnson just taking things on her, missed a shot, went ahead and got her own rebound. Jowers is going to make her way to the basket again, bangs off the side. Rebound controls out of there by Elizabeth. Billy, early on, you just got to not try to do too much if you're Oak Hill.
Yeah, even if you miss, you got such a big body down low for offensive and defensive rebounds. Oak Hill will be in great shape if they just take their time, run the offense, and the defense will take care of itself.
2-0 early on this one, and wish I had somebody to blame about the scoreboard not being kept up, but that's me that does it. So now it's there for you, 2-0, 6:51 and counting. Big thanks out to our sponsor, Wallace Eye Associates, for bringing that. Green's going to fire up her first 3 ball, bangs that hard, but there's Jody with the board in the bucket.
Another rebound for Jody Jowers already here, and I have a feeling, look at that defense.
Oh, Christina Green with the steal there. Over to Duce. Green gets it back. We'll get back to that and get, good dish inside to Jowers from Dyer. Score that to Jody Jowers and give the assist to Alexis Dyer, and that forces a timeout right here, right now. 6:28, a minute and a half to go in this one, and we'll take a look over at Elizabeth. Billy, and you just look at them, they've got just a handful of kids out here today. Didn't see a lot of folks, and not a lot on the bench either. But an undermanned team at 0-6 in district.
Absolutely, and nobody wants to come here and play this Oak Hill Lady Rams. And when you look at the roster that they have over there, they have a lot of 7th, 8th grade, 9th graders coming. They got one starting tonight in 9th grade. So this is a build in progress here. They have one senior for this Elizabeth Bulldog team, and it's going to be a long night for these young ladies.
And here comes the pressure underneath, which we will see the entirety of this. All 4 quarters. There's a steal inside by Briley. She gets that one, and that's the bucket there. Back now 8-0. And this is the kind of start that you wanted to avoid if you were Elizabeth. The Bulldogs didn't want this at all. Foul's going to be whistled. They'll call Alexis for her first personal foul, first team.
Was that Alexis or was that Christina Green?
No, he called it on 54. Alexis Dyer whistled for the first foul. Back up top now, and just finding no room to get in there. Elizabeth's had to take a couple of long-range threes, not able to get anything out of it. And that defense is just relentless. Good inside-out work. That 3 ball from the side is up, and it's good.
That's the senior Gabby Carrier for this Elizabeth Lady Bulldog team. Jowers from 3, no good, but it looked like it was tipped.
Yeah, they'll call. No,
he didn't see it.
Going to go out. No, Jody misses that one. And what you've got to be careful of is they took care of Elizabeth pretty good in this one. They're heavily favored in this one. Still run your game. You don't want to get sloppy at all because that's the way you get yourself in trouble. There's back-to-back threes now. That one is up, and it's good. And quickly you were dominating in it. Now it's an 8-6 ball game.
Yeah, J.C. Hurst with the junior point guard there for the Lady Bulldogs with a beautiful 3-pointer.
Jowers over to Laney. She's going to fire this one up. Bangs around front iron, but there's Christina Green. Give herself a couple of rebounds out of that in the basket. She tried to do that, trying to pad the stats just a little bit.
That's just, just trying to get them rebounds up in the numbers.
Can't get a double-double without 10 rebounds in it. So another 3 is there. Laney pulls that one down, going all the way over the top to Jody. She's going to take it to the house, and she'll get the basket and a trip to the free throw line.
I'm right here. Jody Jowers kind of setting the tone early on here in this ball game. Jody's already got 6 points, 2 rebounds here. So out of the 12 points, she scored half for the Lady Rams, and she looks like she's having a fun night tonight, trying to get that player of the game from Quibidos.
We've got that going on tonight. We appreciate Quibidos for doing that, and BU Designs by Melissa Gann for creating them.
Yes.
Teamwork. That's what makes it happen here. There's that pressure again. They'll press on a made basket, a miss, a timeout inbounds, whatever it is. Yeah, good work. She was our player of the game. Been a couple of times this year, but she was here. The inaugural shirt recipient.
Yeah. I believe I called that game with you. Hey, look, she does not get phased. I love watching her because her face and her features never change. She doesn't get worried. She doesn't get depressed. It doesn't matter. She just seems to be like the leader and just kind of keeps that whole group. And there it is on cue.
Jumps in, steals this one. Going to look over to Laney. Good little dish. And that's the assist. Great work by Laney Johnson to finish it off, but wonderful work
Braylee Cetus there with the basket.
Cetus checked in there, and Cassie Lacaz will make her way in. That's the first two that we normally see get into the ball game for Oak Hill, and told you that Coach West would write it down in order of the way that she gets her substitutions.
She's on the money, I'll tell you what.
You know, you talked about Duce. Oh, there's a steal by Christina. She's going to go to the house with it as well. And this thing we talked about had tightened it up. It was 8-6, and now quickly a 9-0 run in the last 60 seconds by Oak Hill.
Oh,
there's a
Lord.
carry, but not going to be whistled.
They're going to blow that whistle.
Yeah, the 10-second count just escaped it. You know, you talked about Briley a little bit earlier. That is the niece of Coach Casey West.
Yes, you can tell that there's a lot of extra work that's been put in over the years.
There's no doubt about that, yeah.
Just I call her a floor general. You know, she's not going to blow you away, but she does the right things, and she holds everything. She's that glue on this, especially on the defensive side.
Inbounds over the top quickly in her back pocket is Christina Green. Green, one of two seniors that will be honored tonight. We'll cover that for you in its entirety here in between games. We'll get an opportunity to talk to Coach West. 3-ball up, and it's good. And all three baskets have come via the long-range arc tonight.
Yeah.
Snap around to Jowers, who shoots that high arcing shot. There is Lacaz that pulls it down over to the corner to Green. Puts that one up, back iron, no good. Rebound controlled down by Coleman and going the other way.
Yeah, Danny Lee Coleman is the one that made the three. So 3 different players for Elizabeth have hit the long ball.
A little bit of a travel, and that's going to be whistled. 1T coming up from behind to get
Look,
Brett
McCormick's got the best hair in the business and referee. Look, and then he has to kind of blow it off there to try to.
Look, if you've got to give it that little flip in between plays. 1T. Check him out, a big sponsor and support of the program here, 1T Photography. There's Alexis with the turnaround jumper. We'll call that a pass inside.
Yeah.
No, we won't, because it's a miss as well.
It's a rebound, though.
Foul's going to be whistled on 12. That's J.C. Hurst. No, they're going to call that correction on Oak Hill, so it will be Riley Duce that picks up the personal foul. 3 team fouls now for Oak Hill here with 5 minutes gone. There's a steal inside by Cetus, and she's going to get the basket, and we'll go to the free throw line.
A beautiful job right there by Oak Hill. Just always seems to be in the right spot here. This whole team, you could tell that they have grown up together. Everybody's in the perfect place at the perfect time doing the right thing. And not to mention, they are a phenomenal free throw shooting team. I didn't do the announcer jinx.
No, you didn't. Somewhere Nick was holding his breath.
Yeah,
20-9. Remember, this had gotten to 8-6, so a 12-3 run by Oak Hill that has really opened it up and given them this 11-point lead from the corner of 3, and why not, banging around, no good. Kicked back out inside the arc where it's a little out of their range. That one goes inside, cut that one to go.
That's Danny Lee Coleman again. Beautiful shot by that young lady. That's the only senior. No, excuse me, that's she's a junior.
There's a 3-ball up and no good. See, they're going to foul. They're going to call that foul on the far side. Is that Hurst again? It is. They whistle J.C. Hurst, her second in consecutive trips. That'll get Jowers and Green back into the contest tonight. Billy, don't forget, we will have our Quibitos Player of the Game announcement, and you'll be able to read about that on the all-new 446sports.com. If you've not went over there, I know some of you did because that's how you found us tonight. You went over there, and you can just click on the streams, and there it is.
And I looked at it before the game, and we were talking about how it's just beautiful. It's so easy to navigate through there, and just absolute beautiful job right there.
Good save by Lainey Johnson. Speaking of beautiful jobs, she prevented the turnover. Christina says, why not hit that 3? Misses it, but Green will go to the free throw line to shoot 3, and they'll whistle that one on number 11. That's junior J.C. Gordon.
Yes, and she'll be shooting 3. Will Christina Green, 3 free throws here.
Been a very rapidly moving first period. That one is up, and it is good. Again, you see on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, it's 22-11. What you don't see is there's 2:14 remaining here in the first. Second free throw in there, and it's good. That's going to get 23, Kara Ardoin back in the game. You said Ardoin.
Ardoin. You got to be here to make sure, Sha.
That's right. 22-11, Oak Hill, or 20 doubling up. Our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard is just a little ahead of the game in there. Had the 23 on there. Good steal from the backside by Duce.
Yeah.
She's going to get it over to Johnson, who crosses the half-court line, and Dyer calling for the ball, but Johnson's going to get it back up top and misses that one. Will chase her own rebound down. Good work. Back up top to Green. Dyer will fight for position. She just clears out of the way this time. Held ball is going to be whistled.
Okay.
And it will stay here. And Amaya Courts makes her way in to tonight's ball game. She'll swap places with Duce.
It's absolutely going down the line that Coach
Look, I told you. Look, I can read it like it is. When I told you.
Who's going to be the next sub?
Yes.
She's got it down to a science, let me tell you.
Inside work to Dyer, unable to get that one to fall. So we talked, there's Dyer with the steal and the score. Alexis saying, wait a minute, we're not through with this trip. 25-11 here. Great first period. Still a minute and a half to go. They gauge the way they play off of 20-point first quarters. They say if they can come out and get a 20-point, oh, look at Christina jumping into the line. She's going to snatch that one away. Something about playing here in front of this home crowd. You know, we told her last time, because she's got two of the green shirts, the only two green shirts that are out there. I said, do you just play better because the shirts are green? She's like, maybe so.
I don't know why somebody hasn't swooped her up already. She is a phenomenal player, and she's been good every game that we come to here at Oak Hill. She just lights it up. Look,
coaches here locally, Coach Billy Perkins out at LSUA already assigned Reese Stevens from Hicks. He has Alexis Dyer here. Would fall right into their line of play if they snatched up Christina Green.
Yes.
LCU here locally or anywhere around the state. Somebody that's looking for a ball handler and someone that is just that person. You need to come check out Christina Green.
Look at that. On cue. Another steal by Christina Green, pushing it down there.
Dyer's got to shoot that mid-range jumper. It bangs around, no good. Rebound controlled and out of there. Well, not quite yet out of there. Christina, luckily, she didn't get whistled for the foul there. She kind of hooked with that knee. Rebound, no good. Laney is going to be fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line as Oak Hill is in the bonus with 1:03 remaining. They'll whistle that on 23. That's Kara Ardwan with the push, and that will bring J.C. Hurst back into the ball game. We have our Southern Air Cool Play of the Game that you'll be able to find, and there's spots on the website. You want to say, I want to go look at the Quibidos players of the game.
Yeah.
Go right there and find it. Duce gets her way back into the game. She'll swap places with Courts. Who do you think will come back in next?
We have an idea. LaCaz will be waiting here any moment.
That's right. That one up, and it is good.
You know, good teams live and die by the free throw line. And this team, you can tell, puts a lot of work on their free throws. They have just been good all season long.
Well, and what's good about this is down that stretch in the Anacoco game and the Hicks game, they missed a number of free throws and missed some shots that were in there. So you can tell in this time that they've had some work. We talked about a 20-point period being a good one. They're 1 point away from a 30 mark.
Yeah, and I don't see them having any problems getting that as well as they move the ball here.
Over in the corner is Jowers with that high three-point shot. Laney pulls that one down. Back up top to Briley. Why not? Fire that one away, misses it. Johnson pulls that rebound down, and the rebounding advantage is large for this Oak Hill team. There's Duce again. See, this is what concerns me about them. They fire these threes away. They're not hitting them. They continue to shoot them. Yes, I know they got 29 points up there. Yes, I know it's an 18-point lead, but you got to hammer these threes.
Yeah, and that's something that this game is the first time. Lady Johnson putting it in right there. This is the first time I've seen them go over in the first quarter from the three-point line.
Yeah, we saw a 3 for 27 night from them, and that was just one of those nights. But again, it's hard to argue with a 31-11 lead before we get to the first period, the end of the first.
Yeah, 0 for 7 for threes, but yet you're scoring a lot of points.
There's a three. It's up, bounces around, no good. We're into one. It is 31-11. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll jump into the second quarter. We'll do this. Our title sponsor for our scoreboard, Wallace Eye Associates.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, The trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make sure you're properly covered and not paying too much. Whether it's in our office, at your home, or your place of business, let us help you find peace of mind. If you're in need of your insurance checkup, whether auto, home, or life, talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com.
And we're back to action. Billy, wrap up that first period for us.
Yeah, been a good move here for the senior. Christina Green, 9 points, 3 rebounds already here. And right behind her, Jody Jowers with 7 points and 2 rebounds.
Second personal foul whistled on Dyer. Start to do that again. We had Christina with 9 as Cetus checks back in for Dyer.
Yeah, so she had 9, of course. Lainey Johnson with 3. Braylee Cetus comes in here, scores quick 5 points here. And of course, Jody Jowers with 7. Leading the way for the Lady Rams.
I can tell you that duo of Cetus and Lacaz is going to be solid as they mature and get older. Swung over into the corner. That 3 is up, rolls around, no good. Rebound controlled out by who else? Christina Green gets it all the way up court to Lainey Johnson. She's going to be fouled, hammered, and will go to the free throw line.
That should be her 3rd foul, I believe. That's
23. That's Ardwan, the freshman.
Yes, that's her 2nd. I'm sorry.
Lainey Johnson will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. 31-11 at the end of 1.
Yeah, if you can score 31 points every quarter, you're going to be doing pretty well.
Indeed, you are. And look, this is that time of the year where you're just getting your way, saying, okay, we've got to make a good stretch. You know, they've got that Saturday game. I believe it's Saturday. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone that's out there, though, that Anacoco game, which is a big-time rematch. Yeah. They led that game here by a lot. Came down to lose it and then go on to upset Hicks later in that week. But these three teams really just never upset each other. They just play good ball.
There it is.
Fires away from downtown and gets the Rams' first 3 ball of the game. Backcourt. Don't allow you to do that at any level. Little dribblers that were out here earlier, they might have.
I mean, upwards. I think they get them away with that.
That's right. So our Southern Air Cool Play of the Game will be coming up. We'll chop it up. You'll be able to find that on our website also. A couple of candidates for that early, and everybody kind of leveled out as it comes to our player of the game. Inside, the Jowers rolls around, and it's good. Good dish inside from Green. Here comes that pressure again. Cetus applies it pretty good, and there's Ducey just going to put a hand up. Spinning around inside, trying to take it the distance. Might have been a good idea to dish that. Oh, Jowers put it on the ground. Thought she might have just went up with it there, but again, it's 39-11. Who am I to say? They would destroy. I could pick 4 people I wanted to of my friends, and we'd get hammered.
There's no doubt. It's like a well-oiled machine.
Oh, what a block from Johnson. Both of them. Johnson and Cetus down low with that.
What a job right there by these young ladies. I'm telling you, they're just always in the right spot at all times.
Elizabeth's going to continue to fire away, and Ducey's going to continue to pull down those rebounds. Green puts the ball on the floor. Yeah, it goes to the basket. The play of Christina Green, Billy, tell me what you've seen so far.
She's just exceptional. They have to guard with the steal right there. Briley Ducey with the 2 points. Christina Green can shoot the ball on the outside, can play defense, but she can attack the rim. And that's one thing that a lot of this Lady Rams team, they don't do. Alexis does all of it. Dwyer does it.
Look, these are my shirts. I want all the shirts that you have.
We're going to have the Christina Green player of the game.
We're going to have to change the name of it.
Look at Briley Ducey just rolling on the ground, getting the steal.
Rebound in by Johnson. Bounces around, and it's going to go, and you're going to start seeing some of the players getting in there. I see Rosalind Ducey, Cassie Lacaz is in there, Addison Nugent making her way in. That 3 is up, and it's no good. Controlled out by Jowers, and 47 points, and we just reached the 5-minute mark. Long range three from Cetus, misses that, bangs around, and a foul is whistled. That's going to be 24. Laney Johnson picks that one up, and so Courts is in there. Nugent's going back in. Lacaz is going back in. And Rosalind Ducey, the first time that we've seen her.
Yeah,
and checking
Jordan.
in is Jordan. And I don't think she could check in because she didn't check in here. But at this point, I don't think it's a big concern. 4:46 to go here until halftime.
She waved at the scoreboard.
She did.
Book.
Like,
I'm here.
Deuces, I'm going in.
Oh,
and there's a steal by Courts. Has that one down the floor. Nugent looked like she was throwing the lob inside. Unable to get that one to fall. But look, you're not going to see a letdown in intensity from these young ladies that are in there because, well, for one, Coach Casey West expects nothing less, and two, they see it every day in practice.
Well, she said earlier in the year when we talked to her, she's like, some people might think we're trying to run the score up, but I'm not. We teach this because these young ladies, the younger ones, need to practice this full court press.
Okay, so here's one thing to look at, too, now. You knew the foul was whistled, but because it is over 35 points, we're in a running clock for the rest of the night.
Yeah, so this game will go quick here as Laney Johnson, Braylee Cetus gets to get ready to come back into the ball game.
That's Rosalind Ducey, the 8th grader. She's going to be something before she's out of here. You hate to look ahead. You got so much, but everybody to talk to, anytime you see her play, she plays at a really high level in the 8th grade.
You would never know that she's an 8th grader unless they told you. You can tell she belongs. Absolutely belongs.
Goes up, bangs both free throws, 49-11. And again, we are in running clock mode here in this one. And you can't get out of it. A couple of three-pointers by Elizabeth wouldn't steal. If it got under 35, it won't get you there. And this is where you see the time saved is on these free throws.
Yeah.
That is 23 Braylee Cetus, the freshman guard, that picks that one up.
And you can see out in the crowd, look, a packed house. We get here setting everything up, and half of the seats are already taken at about an hour before tip-off. And that's just people wanting to make sure they have a seat here because every home game here is an adventure at this Oak Hill Lady Rams.
This game was 8-6 at the 5-minute mark in the first quarter. It's 2.5 to go in this one, and it is 49-13. So that's a 41-7 run. Lacaz misses that one in about a quarter of play.
Oh, that could have been a carry, but it did
Look
not
at jumping
call.
in there and blocking. But great work by Nugent to drop down and try to take the charge.
That's Addison Nugent smiling, looking at Coach West.
Yeah, and she's happy that she got in there to take the charge. Just need to get set a little bit quicker in there. That is Danilee Coleman that gets that one to fall.
She's got 8 out of the 14 points for this Elizabeth Lady Bulldogs.
So the junior Coleman has just been solid. A couple of those were threes, right?
Yeah, she led off the score with the 3. Everything else has been mid-range shots and free throws.
Courts being pestered up front, but makes her way to the side. It's going to be a held ball. Good work. It'll stay with Oak Hill.
Yeah, that's Goldman again. The junior for this Elizabeth. Lady Bulldogs, they only have one senior, Gabby Carrier, on this starting lineup.
Back over the top to Cetus. She's going to make her way down. Kicks it outside. Ducey will fire that three up. No rotation on it at all.
Knuckleball.
Cetus is going to go back to the free throw line.
That's hard to do. It's hard to shoot a knuckleball.
It is. Indeed it is.
It's very hard to do. Braylee Cetus with 5 points early on here to make that 6.
Look, it's going to be very difficult to find our player of the game in this one, as I don't expect the starters to come back out in the second half. They may for a little bit.
Yeah.
But the 50-point threshold is passed there with a couple of free throws. It's 51-15. But look, the pressure does not stop because these young ladies are going to be playing this type of ball the entire time they're here. Courts gets it on the run out. She's going to dish it offside to Cetus, who tries to work it inside. Cetus and Lacaz. Get used to that.
Yes, absolutely. And that was a great move for Elizabeth, the Gabby Carrier. Danilee Goldman, the the crossover that she did here a minute ago was beautiful.
Ducey steps into the lane to block that one. 6 and 5 and 4. Got an opportunity. Cetus got to beat the buzzer with it. It's up. Rolls around. No good. It's about the only thing that didn't go in this first half. Lady Rams just dominant in this first half on senior night, 51-15. Billy, wow.
Hey, again, it's so tough because all these starters are producing in this first half. Very upbeat, very fast movement. You had, 13 points from Christina Green going into that. You got 11 points from Jody Jowers. Jody Jowers, she came out red hot, but she's also got 6 rebounds.
Yep.
Jowers does. Braylee Cetus comes out here, scores 7 points. You know, Alexis didn't really have to do a whole lot. She didn't play a lot in that first half. Only 4 points for her, but a whole lot of stuff going on here for the Lady Rams as we're getting ready here, I believe, for a little halftime going here with the seniors and everything.
Yep, we're gonna let that go, and we'll be back after halftime.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Here's exciting news from Wallace Eye Associates for the treatment of glaucoma and cataracts. Thanks to recent advancements, our cataract specialists can now surgically treat your glaucoma during cataract surgery. Our new dual procedure is covered by Medicare and most insurance carriers for qualified patients. Scan the QR code now or call 318-448-4488 to schedule your cataract consultation at Wallace Eye Associates, where we're advancing the art of cataract care.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. It's hot out there, and we want to cool you down with some great savings on your new AC unit. Right now, you could save on a new energy-saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Plus a 10-year parts and labor warranty. Just need a repair? We got you covered too, with $50 off any repair backed by a 2-year parts and labor warranty. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
There are some things in life you can fix, and some things are better left to the professionals. When your vehicle has transmission problems, what will you do? Go where you know.
Go where you know, Certified Transmission.
And we are back. You're taking a look at the Oak Hill Lady Rams getting warmed up, and I don't think they need a whole lot of it. Again, Billy, did not sink. What did they make 1-3 in the first half?
Yeah, they made 1-3. Riley Ducey made one towards right at the end.
At the end of it. So tough night shooting for them, and all they put up is 51 at half. Wow, if they were hot making the threes.
Yeah, well, the thing was, they were not very good at the threes, but, man, could they rebound.
Yeah,
and
they
put
did.
up tons of easy baskets there. They led the way on rebounds here with, of course, Jody Jowers with 11 points and 6 rebounds, only playing a few minutes of the ball game, as well as Christina Green with 13 points, 4 rebounds. Briley Ducey, 7 points, 3 assists, 3 steals. And you'll see Briley Ducey, she is the triple-double machine. But she's almost had a quadruple-double as well this year. And, of course, Braylee Cetus comes in with 7 points. Lainey Johnson with 6 points, 4 rebounds. And it's just been this starting group here has been electric. And not to mention a couple of the subs. Rosalind Ducey comes in there and makes a basket. You're going to see a lot of these subs here in the second half. I wouldn't be surprised to see the starters come in. And as they look, as the cue, the starters are going to get a few more minutes here of playing time.
Starting 5 do make their way out there, and I don't expect them to make it as long as the first TV timeout. They will be out of this one. Elizabeth now will start things off over into the corner, and these young ladies, had they made some of their threes, would be a little closer in this one too. The 3 or 4 baskets they do have are from beyond the arc. Jowers powers another rebound down.
And just her and Alexis Dyer would have their way here easily on the rebounds. And
Alexis kind of flat-footed when she shot that one, didn't go up for it. Held ball is whistled.
And then there's Briley Ducey, just comes right in the mix of it and just puts her hands on the ball and now steals a possession right there with a jump ball from Oak Hill.
See, a lot of folks don't understand the stolen possession part of it, but that's right. Inside, good work. That's Christina Green from Jowers. Give her the basket.
Yeah, beautiful job. You don't get the assist on the inbound, but boy, was it nice. Oh, that could have been a double dribble. Look, the referee even shook his head. There's the basket right there. That's again, that is Coleman with her 11th point out of the 18.
Yeah, Coleman having herself a game.
Jody Jowers again.
Yeah. Jody's impressive in this game. The junior forward is really having a run of it. It was a 20-4 second quarter that led to that 51-15 lead by Oak Hill. There's another three that's launched, and that was up and good.
That's the second three-pointer from J.C. Hurst here. Her six points going in tonight. Riley Ducey gets the contact here and she'll be shooting two. So way to attack the ball right there by the junior point guard and floor general for this Lady Rams.
You don't see it on here, but a reminder that the clock is running, so this quarter will go rather rapidly. It'll take about 8 minutes. That one bounces around and gets out of there, so this game should end in time to get some of the festivities in.
Yes.
We will take a moment to talk to Coach Casey West, and we'll talk to our player of the game as well. Free throw up and good there. Gets it 56-21. And don't expect maybe another minute or so of action. Maybe that 4-minute mark is where they'll go with these starters. And again, you'd like to keep Dyer and Green out there as long as you can.
Just a senior night, absolutely.
That's right. They'll have some presentations for them now that they're retrieved from Coach Casey West's home. Lainey Johnson pulls that board down, and she just outruns folks down there. Elizabeth gets back on defense. Jody says, let me fire this
Come
up.
on!
And there's that three ball from downtown. Jody Jowers gets that one to fall.
Jody, beautiful here, and on cue here at the 5-minute mark. You were a minute off, my friend, but and there's Briley Ducey with a beautiful steal.
Pushed from behind, no basket. And the NBA should get that one, but out here there's no continuation. 23 whistled for that one. That is Ardoin, and how many is that on her, Billy, her third personal foul?
That is her third, yes, sir.
So the first five comes back out of there, and you'll see Cetus is there. Rosalind Ducey, should be Nugent is out there.
Yes,
Indeed,
sir.
she is.
She's
Cassie
the inbounder.
LaCaz and Maya Courts are the five out there for Oak Hill, and that's Courts who quickly fires a three from the corner. It's up, and it's no good. 4:46 to go here in the third.
That's right.
Bouncing around, LaCaz unable to get to it. A little bit of a screen there, good separation. But LaCaz says, you know what, I'm going to stay around the ball long enough that I'm going to get it, and she does. Good cross-court entry pass to her bud, Rayleigh Cetus, unable to get that one to finish. Thought Jowers was checking back in. She was cleaning up a little bit.
You've been doing everything tonight.
Top of the key, no good, rolls around.
What a rebounder. What a rebound right there by Cetus.
Ducey puts that one up. It's up, no good. Again, Oak Hill will move to 26-12 on the season ahead of that big finale against Anacoco that's coming up. That one misses everything. And
don't let that 26-12 record fool you.
Oh, no, they're still ranked number one.
Right.
Yes, they have.
Play some. That's something that I'm very impressed with is they play the top teams that they can find.
Well, just briefly, they dipped down into second place in the power ratings behind J.S. Clark Academy, who they battled for the state title last year. Looks like it's going to be between those two teams this year again. And since they dropped down now, they've firmly found themselves, and there's about 2 points that separate, 2 full points, not percentage, not .002, but two full points as Oak Hill, that big win against Hicks, has done it all. Look, right inside the courts.
Did she just go to the left hand?
She does, yeah. They both can drill. All of these players can go right or left-handed with it. 239, yeah. Like the dunk contest, just come switch and go.
That's what I'm talking about.
I like this move. They're getting Green and Dyer back into this one as seniors, and that's good. You will see Arella Mitchell that gets in there. Jordan should get there. Michaela Rachel is also set to check in. Nearing the 2-minute mark in this one. Nugent kicks it outside to Cetus, who'll fire away. Misses that three. And Elizabeth able to pull that one down. Elizabeth in their familiar black and orange.
Yep, the old Cincinnati Bengals colors.
Rosalind going to be whistled for the foul. That'll be her first personal. And it's like the hockey game. Remember when the Warthogs were here and they'd have that old line change during hockey? This is what you're going to see after this first free throw.
I love the fact that she's letting her seniors come back in
and
get some more playing time.
Well, the one thing that you do, you're going to let them walk off the court one more time. So you'll see them with some action. And there is that line change that's happening. We described to you who it was that's coming in. Green and Dyer will settle down in the low blocks.
And we didn't get all of Elizabeth's roster. We just got their starting 5. So if we don't call the name, we didn't get that information. We only got the starting 5 for Elizabeth.
You may not recognize it for the naked eye, but that's our brand new camera that is in. So we're glad to have that one out here. It's supposed to move on its own, but it doesn't do that. But this camera that I have does it.
Yeah.
That's the Chuck cam. Christina Green gets that one to fall. And it is now 61-23. 45 seconds. You don't see that on the Wallace Eye Associates, but you can see everything else, and you can see clearly with Wallace Eye Associates. Thank you very much. That one is downtown.
Number
3-ball
20.
corner pocket. Yeah, who is we don't have that one. That's right.
No, but a heck of a bank shot. Look at Christina Green going with the left hand.
And look, Courts to come back over the top and get that one to fall.
Was that Courts or was that? No, that was Carrie Jordan.
Was it?
Number 32,
okay,
yes.
Yep, that's right.
Her first 2 points of the night here on the rebound.
Banged around that push, no good. It'll be side out underneath, and that will may get it inbounded in time. Don't know, but the clock again will run throughout. The official trying to hang on to it just as long as he can and does, and that will do it for the third, 63-26. We'll keep it here, Billy, and just describe what we will see between games as the senior night festivities will be for the girls and the guys, I believe.
Yeah, they're going to take care of both of them there. They already got the speakers set up here, and they're going to celebrate here for these. Of course, we hadn't got to watch a lot of the guys this year, but the girls, Alexis Dyer and Christina Green, are some of the 2 best seniors you're going to see in the state here, and they have been absolutely a joy to watch. I can't wait to see them into the playoffs and finish it. I'd love to see them finish off their career with back-to-back state titles.
Well,
by those 2.
We are here to carry it every step of the way. There you see Green and Dyer come back out in what will be their final regular season quarter here at Oak Hill, and proud moment. Just wonderful young ladies. I've talked to them. Look, some of the most intelligent young ladies that you'll come across as well. I mean, there's a double dribble.
And they like being on TV, too.
They do. Look, Christina is so well-spoken. There's Dyer with a block and a back set. Boy, when are they getting volleyball out here? Duce back in the game. Gets that one to fall.
Yeah, starters are back in for Oak Hill.
Ouch.
Look at
Ouch.
That poor point guard.
Swung over into the corner. That 3 is up, and that's a 2. That is on the line for 2. That comes straight from 2T. Let us know that.
Showers with the push.
1T, excuse me. Goodness gracious.
Double T.
Solo T with that. Dyer trying to get to the rack, unable to get to his way. Christina says, you know what, give me that.
Let me get that board.
Where's our girl Jody? She's down in the low blocks with Duce going to the basket.
On
Jody
cue,
says,
there's Jody.
Here I am.
Ah!
Bounced around. Laney pulls that one down, kicks it over into the corner, back up top, and you're going to see line change coming once again. Working inside to Dyer. She'll kick it back out. A little 2-man game there. Dyer, that mid-range jumper she likes.
Yes, sir.
And that's pretty much where she likes to make that shot from. 31 points in the first quarter. They've scored 36 since.
Oh, I thought Jody was fixing to steal that and then dunk it on the other side.
Throw it down, big fella.
Throw it down, Wally.
They will whistle Jody Jowers for the foul, and what a tremendous night she's had. Nugent back in there, Lacaze, Cetus, Duce, and Quartz make their way back in. The younger Duce, Rosalind, is the one that is in there. Roz settles down inside in the low block, now makes her way up top. Good defense by this Oak Hill reserve team.
Poor Lacaze is getting ran over by these picks.
That one's tipped away. That's why there was no backcourt whistled on that.
And Nugent playing some good defense there, Addison Nugent.
5:49 and counting. Clock will continue to roll throughout this one. Boy, this game will be wrapped up before 7 o'clock, which is quick. Told Mrs. 446 it might be a long one. I might not get home till 8, so we got time to go eat at a local establishment, a restaurant here. Well, do they have it? Where's the?
Yeah, it's called Lebo's.
Yeah, there you have it. Look, I'm telling you, just love. Oh, what a nifty pass from Cetus. Court's unable to handle it.
Good effort right there. You can see the student section pumping them up over there.
Student section has grown throughout the season
Yes,
now.
they have.
When they were first here, it was like 4 guys, but they were as loud as they could be. Now they're kind of quiet over there.
Yeah,
So student section, we're calling you out. You've been quiet.
There's a little something.
I don't know, a little something.
I've seen better, I can tell you that.
And from them,
yes.
seen better from them.
Now what a move right there by Brayley Cetus. Drawing the foul here. You're going for the old school three-point play. 69-28 here running clock and drains it. And Elizabeth just trying to push through this here.
Now, in the quirkiness that is Division 5, because of the limited amount of teams, you're going to see first round and second round buys for Oak Hill.
Yes.
They won't play back here until the quarterfinal matchup will be towards the tail end of February, right prior to when the state championships week is. And when is that week again? That's Lacasse that's whistled.
That's going to be the, I believe,
the 28th through the 2nd or 3rd or so?
Yep, going to be 28th through the 3rd. Which I think the championship game will be on the semis, and the championship will be on the 2nd and 3rd.
And we will bring you all of it here. Lacasse finds Courts. Courts unable to finish that. Lacasse gets banged around and down. 3:28. And here comes the fresh 5 back in.
Some 8th graders and some 12th graders.
And you come back in. This is that one of Mitchell, Jordana, Rochelle that joined Green. And this is good because you'll have the seniors out on the floor on their final time here in the regular season.
Steps on the line does the Elizabeth Bulldogs.
I don't know if they're watching the broadcast. They're trying a little bit to make some noise, but it's not the effort that we saw. Maybe they're in the playoff funk because they're waiting to get to the playoffs.
Yeah, they're saving all their energy. Like, I remember watching, of course, Jalen, my son played football. He didn't play basketball, but he showed up. He was in that student section.
Right.
And, like, they said some mean things.
It's tough. It's tough. That's right. 2.5 to go as this one is winding down again. We will cover senior night portion of it for you. We don't want to miss out on that. Dyer pulls that rebound down, dribbles it off the foot of one of the Elizabeth Bulldog players, and it will stay with Oak Hill. Dyer set to trigger this one inbounds.
Now you think that Coach West is going to call a timeout and swap out her seniors so they can get like a little standing O?
I certainly would, and that's what you'd do with about a minute to go. But it's the time. Do you want them on the court? Do you want to give them? I say call the timeout, get them the ovation. Green, this is the way you step off. If she makes that one, Dyer, get the board in the bucket and get her out.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, you definitely want to call a timeout. Of course, we got a running clock, so you don't have a whole lot of time. That's why you want to kind of get that done quick.
Yeah, get them a good ovation here in their final game. There's a long three is up. Front iron, no good. Long rebound, chased down out past the Ram head. Minute 29 and counting. Dyer pulls that one away. Showing her ball handling skills that she'll use next year at LSU A for Coach Billy Perkins and that Lady Generals team. Just completed a sweep down there in New Mexico and Texas over the last week. Find their way back home Thursday and Saturday for 2 games.
You'll be there, huh?
I will be there Saturday for the game. Thursday night's game I won't call because I've joined the coaching staff at Marygoff Elementary.
Yeah, well, the high dollars that they had to pay you to come out of retirement, huh, buddy?
Let me tell you, coaching with the younger Coach Gann, my oldest son, is something.
40 seconds here with the running clock.
Let me tell you what's funny is when he complains about the kids not listening, I'm like, see,
you know
that's what you get. They're going to leave the seniors out there to finish this one out, and it's a good move either way. You got both sides of this one, and Green says, look.
Come on, throw it down, Christina.
Dunk that. There's Dyer, who bangs that one around and gets knocked out of bounds. 15 seconds and counting here in this one. Over the top to Alexis. Alexis going to say, look, there's nobody going to deny me from finishing this one off. And that will do it. The final 2 points of the regular season at home go to Alexis Dyer, and the hugs come out to those two young ladies. And what a special, special moment that is here as the hugs and the tears come out. And, wow, what a great performance by this Oak Hill Lady Rams team. They win at 74-18 and move to 26-12 on the season.
26-12, yes, sir.
26-12. We'll get an opportunity to talk to Coach West here, we believe, until she gets, we're not sure when they're going to do senior night, so we'll make sure we don't interrupt the senior night festivity. We'll catch her when she comes back out for all of this. Again, it will be an extended look here as we're going to keep an eye on the festivities that will come up here. And we'll just turn it over to the public address announcer, and then we'll get into our wrap-up show from here. So don't go anywhere. This is senior night here at Oak Hill.
All right, we're just asking if all parents of the seniors as a family that y'all will be on this baseline right here. When we call their name and we talk about them, y'all meet them in the middle of the court for the picture. Thank you.
He's trying to connect everything.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2024 senior night. We would like to take this time to recognize the class of 2024 seniors. First is senior cheerleader McKinley Rachel. McKinley is the daughter of Jeffrey and Sarah Rachel. McKinley has been a member of the Oak Hill Cheer Squad for 4 years. She has been the captain for the last 2 years. After high school, McKinley plans to attend Northwestern State University to become a registered nurse. Her favorite memory was getting to experience Hammond for the first time with the team. The bus ride to Hammond with the cheer squad and cheering on the sidelines for the girls as they made history and became state champions. She would like to give a special thanks to her parents for always supporting her, her sister, and her friends that always encouraged her, Miss Goodwin for believing in her and trusting her to lead the cheer squad, to Coach West and the basketball girls for allowing her to sit in on some practices. I'll forever be one of y'all's biggest supporters. Everyone, please give a round of applause for senior cheerleader McKinley Rashdell.
I'm done with them right now. No, that's fine.
Second is senior cheerleader Madeline Robinson. Madeline is the daughter of Matt and Esther Robinson. Madeline has been a member of the Oakville Cheer Squad for 3 years. She has been the co-captain for 2 years. After high school, Madeline plans to attend the University of Monroe to pursue a career in occupational therapy. Her favorite memory is the 2023 trip to Hammond and cheering on the Lady Wrens as they earned their state championship title. The whole experience was one to remember, well, besides the hotel. Madeline would like to give a special thanks to her family, friends, and sponsor Miss Goodwin for their encouragement and contribution to making her high school years some of the most memorable. Everyone, please give a round of applause for senior cheerleader Madeline Robinson. Third is senior Lady Round basketball manager Morgan Thompson. Morgan is the daughter of Kevin and Melissa Swallow. Morgan has been a manager for the Lady Rams basketball team for 3 years. Her biggest achievement is she is graduating high school a year early. After high school, Morgan plans to attend University of California, Davis to get her bachelor's in biology. Then go to medical school to become an emergency room doctor. Her favorite memory is running onto the court with the team after winning the state championship. Morgan would like to give a special thanks to her parents for being supportive and understanding of her basketball schedule. I would like to thank Coach West for giving me the special opportunity to be a part of an incredible team of girls. Everyone, please give a round of applause for senior Lady Ram basketball manager Morgan Thompson. Fourth is senior Lady Ram basketball player Alexis Dyer. Alexis is the daughter of Levy and Sandra Dyer. Alexis has been a member of the Lady Ram basketball team for 6 years and the track team for 3 years. Alexis was All-District 3 years, the 2022 District MVP, MVP of the 2023 Raffies Fair Tournament, All-Semi for 2 years, All-State 2 years, and the 2023 Division V Select Most Outstanding Player. Alexis also reached the 2,000 points last season. Alexis was also part of the state runner-up team and the state championship team. Alexis plans to attend Louisiana State University of Alexandria with an athletic scholarship for basketball. Alexis' favorite memory was the Florida trip this summer. She said she will never forget that. Alexis would like to give a special thanks to her parents, Aunt Carrie, Miss Tammy, Mama Janelle, Papa Bobby, Mama Judy, Mr. Paul, Mr. Buster, Miss D, the Wood family, Lauren Dyer, James Dunbar, Lane and Natalie, Penny and Sambo, Uncle Bill, Deb and Scott, and also all of our coaches, teammates, and 446Sports. Everyone, please give a round of applause for senior Lady Ram basketball player Alexis Dyer. Last is senior Lady Ram basketball player Christina Green. Christina is the daughter team for 6 years, track team for 3 years, and softball for 1 year. Christina was all district for 2 years, all defensive team for 2 years, all tournament in the Rapid Stairs tournament. Christina also reached 1,000 points last season. Christina plans to attend Northwestern State University on an academic scholarship to become a registered nurse, then attend a graduate program to become a nurse in emphasis. Christina's favorite memory is when Jody hit the game-winning shot at Midland that sent them to the state tournament for the first time in school history. Christina would like to give a special thanks to her family for supporting her, to Coach West for always pushing her to be her best self, to Coach Vandy and Coach Willis for always talking her through the tough moments and helping her keep her chin up. Lastly, to her teammates for giving her the best years of her life. She would cherish these friendships and memories she has made with the girls forever. Everyone, please give a round of applause for senior Lady Ram basketball player, Christina Green. This concludes our 2024 senior night. Everyone, please give one more loud blast of applause to the 2024 seniors.
She only got 2 shirts there.
We'll get back to the festivities here in just a moment, and what a great moment. We got called out in the thanks on there by senior Alexis Dyer, and we followed her since way back in her freshman year, I guess, in that tournament, the Sentinel Clash when it was out at Bolton the very first year. And, man, that was something to see. We'll try to get some of these ladies up here in just a moment there. Coach West is going to, we'll get, she's going to come up here and visit with us too. I'll keep Chuck from driving him crazy so that we're banging around. And an opportunity now to visit with a victorious coach, Casey West.
And I don't know backwards.
That's all right. Coach, 31 point, we've gauged it, 20-point first quarters. Came out with 31 again. It's got to make you feel good to come out and do that.
Yeah, because I was really nervous. I get nervous about these games. I want my girls to come out to play hard, and they did, and I was proud of that.
What a special moment tonight, senior night, celebrating the careers of two players that'll leave a mark on here and have an opportunity to leave with a couple of state championships. Tell me about those two.
Man, I would be here all day. I'm serious. We talked about it. They're business leaders, and they're leaders that get the job done, and they play hard, and they make people around them better. And that's all you can ask for, and that's why we win state championships. And they're just special. They're good kids. They do the right things. I just love them. I'm sad. I've cried about 3 times already this week.
Right.
Just thinking about the moments with them, and I've coached them for 8 years, so it's sad to lose them. And I know that they're not going to be far, but it won't be the same ever again. So.
Look, if it matters, I cried a little bit when Alexis thanked 446 Sports.
Yeah.
So there's that. A lot of opportunity. We named our Quibitos player of the game, and Christina Green's been on a run. Tonight, Jody Jowers had a great game, and she's our winner of that one. Tell me about the play of the junior, Jody Jowers. She finishes with 16 and 9 tonight.
Yes. Jody's been having some really, really good practices where she's been pushing herself. Yesterday, we were doing a layup drill, and she was giving all she had and trying to get on the court in about 3 dribbles. And tonight, I saw that explosiveness. And Jody had that explosiveness last year, and she broke her foot this summer.
Right.
And so she's had trouble getting back to her old self, but I'm starting to see that old player come around, and that's good. We're going to need that for the championships.
Well, you're going to need it for that without a doubt.
For the playoffs.
And you got a big one coming up Saturday as well. I believe that's when the Anacoco is Friday. So tell me, how do you switch around and get ready for that one? Because the talent level, opponent level is going to rise a little bit in that one.
Oh, yeah. I think it's good. We're on a winning streak.
Right.
And we haven't been beat in a while, and we're ready. I think with last time we played Anacoco, we still were, sometimes doubting ourselves because we had taken some losses. But this time we're on a stretch where we know we can do it. We're all believing in one another. And I'm excited for that game.
Not only a good player, but Christina Green is well-spoken, and we'll get back to her. After the Hicks game, when she had such a great game in that one and scored 27 in that game, she said after the Anacoco game, we said we weren't going to lose again.
Yeah.
They've shown that mentality.
That's what we're trying to do. We have a goal in mind, and I'm a numbers person. I won't tell y'all the secret. Hopefully I can talk to you after the state championship, and I can talk to you about it. But I'm a weird thing. I always figure out numbers, and with what I'm hoping will happen, we won't lose another one.
Well, so we mentioned that very point tonight. When you handed us the roster, Billy looked at it and he says, why is it out of order like that number-wise? I said, watch, that's how they're going to come off the bench tonight. And he's reading down, he's like, that's right. That's exactly how they come off the bench. Special moment leaving the seniors out there tonight, too, at the final buzzer. Just a great night. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you so much.
There you go. Maybe if we can get Jody and then the 2 seniors to come out after Jody. You take your time.
And I want to say this.
Yes.
We win, and we play well because, y'all been to a lot of our games.
Yes, indeed.
And you've had 4 different ones. No, 5 of them. Laney's been the player of the game also.
Laney's been it.
So we've had 5 player of the game. All my seniors have been player of the games, and that's why we're good. It's not about individuals. It's about a team, and it's hard to pick sometimes.
We made that same comment tonight. It's like, do you listen to the broadcast during the game? Because it's exactly what we talked about, how well-rounded it is, and how difficult of a night it was to pick this tonight. But Jody just inched above that in there. Yeah. But it's a testament to your ladies. And look, Braley made a run at it tonight,
she
too.
Did too.
We're like,
freshman.
She had a shot at it tonight as well, and I was like, but
Just wait for her next year. Just wait till you start seeing those numbers.
That combination of her and Cassie, be careful with that. They're going to be something.
Hey, we're going to try to keep it going.
Thanks, Coach. Looks like we're going to get our seniors in here first. We'll do that. We'll have these ladies coming. Look, look, I thought it was wrestling match in here and going. So we've got our 2 seniors that are here tonight. And look, I'll let her get the headset on there. Congratulations on a big win tonight. This is, I know, what you wanted on senior night. Oh. You can't do this. You have to talk. Yeah.
I didn't know that was a question.
Yes.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what we came out here. We just wanted to dominate tonight and really just get our job done.
You definitely did that. Christina, another big game for you tonight. You told me after the Hicks game that y'all weren't going to lose again. And since then, you haven't. And Coach West talked about it. You guys have flipped the switch, and y'all are playing really solid.
We really are, especially tonight. We just came out and we played like we know how to play. Like we were shutting people down and holding them to 14 points and a half is big for us.
You guys have talked about after the 4-point quarter at Hicks on the road, you said we wanted a 20-point quarter, and that's what you kind of gauge it by. You put up 31 in the first and didn't do it from beyond the arc. The 3-pointers didn't come until a little bit later. Tell me about how explosive you guys got out to that big 31-point first.
I mean, I really think we took advantage of our height and our size and really just drove into lanes and really turned our press up a lot and made them have a lot of turnovers in that first quarter.
Indeed, you did. And to fill that, I think you put up 20 in the second quarter as well. We're out to a 51-15 lead. And that's, if you drew it up and said this is where we want to be, that's probably it.
Exactly. That's exactly where we want to be at.
What do you take into that game Friday night? Because that's the last time that y'all lost. It's a big game. It's a rivalry. You know that their place is going to be packed. You know it's going to be loud. What do you take into that Anacoco game?
I think we take it in with a chip on our shoulder. We've lost to them for the past 2 years in district, and then we had our one loss here. So we're really just coming to take that losing streak from us away from them.
Christine, I'll ask you the same thing. How do you channel that up and get ready for Anacoco Friday?
I just think we need to focus and we need to have a game plan ready and we need to be in the right mindset and we need to go out and get the job done and do what we're supposed to do.
So there's not any looking past that game that really doesn't mean a whole lot ahead to the playoffs?
We try to keep from looking ahead. We're always focused on one game and not what's going to happen 2 games from now. It's always focused on one game at a time.
That's so good. Leave that stuff up to us to worry about. All right, let's switch gears now and talk about your careers here because it wraps up tonight in the regular season with senior night. Crowds have always been phenomenal. Tell me about the family and playing in front of a crowd like this every night.
It's exciting to come out every night knowing that you have a great fan base behind you and that they're going to support you no matter what. We had our lows this season and we had our highs, and through everything they supported us. They just told us to keep working every game, so it really means a lot to have them come out every night.
How about you, Christina?
I love walking into a gym, into our gym, and seeing all of our fans. And I think our student section has become a real big part of what our fan base is with their cheering and all their little things they do.
Look, we gave them a little bit of grief tonight. They won't know it till they go back and watch this broadcast, or y'all do, but you'll remember what I'm talking about when we talk, because they got kind of quiet there. I'm saying, look, y'all got to continue this. You got to continue this fuel the whole way through there. They were doing a little bit of this, which was cool. But I got to have, they were louder sometimes when there were 4 or 5 of them back earlier in the season. Now it's a big crowd. So you got to get them fired up for Anacoco and take them on the road with you, too. I say that, man, it's fun being out here. All the blue shirts, all of this is great.
Oh, yeah, it's a great environment to be around. Wouldn't trade it for anything.
There you go. Trade it for purple and gold up the road next year. That we'll do. But and I did a year off to Northwestern. Is that what the plans are?
That is the plan.
That's awesome. That's great. Well, ladies, it's been a joy following you here in the regular season. Got a lot of work to do before we're done with any of this, but it just means the world that you represent Oak Hill, you represent basketball, and yourselves very well. So thank you so much, Alexis, Christina. Thank you.
Thank y'all for all y'all do for us, too.
Thank y'all.
Right. Well, we appreciate it. Alexis Dyer and Christina Green joining us on here tonight. And we are going to work on getting our Quibidos player of the game in here tonight. And we'll get the microphone on her first. Did she get on number 2 or number 3? We'll present this, our player, the Quibidos player of the game, to Jody Jowers. And Jody, hold that up, and he's gonna show that in the camera there, and Chuck will take a look at that. Boy, you've battled with it throughout the season. You have just put some monster games together on there. But tonight it seemed like it was Chuck taking pictures again while I'm trying to talk. Okay, there you go. Look, I know you're no longer listening to me when you're just sitting there smiling and no attention.
So I do that all the time to him, so you're okay. I just in one ear, out the other.
Tell me about it. You never quit in this game tonight. You guys just keep on grinding. Got out to a huge lead, but your motor never stopped running.
Coach West always tells me, energy. It's very important, and they feed off of us. They feed off of Alexis, Christina, and I had a bad game at picking, and it was just, I don't know.
Well, she told us you had a great week of practice, though, and you were working some drills that you guys did, and you would get down the court in 3 or 4 dribbles. I guess the court was to see how quick you could do. We talked about the explosiveness that you were showing tonight that we hadn't seen in the last 2 or 3 games out of you. You still had the drive, but tonight it was a step. Tell me about practice and what it did.
She's always on me, attitude, effort. And, there's little ones that look up to me, look up to us. And I know I got to be a good role model and not trying or, no effort. It doesn't look good.
Well, I'm gonna take a little credit. I worked with her pregame a couple earlier on in the season, and so I think that's why the jump shot was really, really working tonight. She saw me that I was finally back, and had a great night. Now, look, of course, it's a joy watching you play all year long. You can do everything from the outside shot. You can take it to the hole if you need to. You had a lot of rebounds tonight. 16 points. I had you unofficially at 10 rebounds, not to include in the assist. Had a great night all the way around here, and you can do whatever you need to do. You have that utility mode where you can play wherever you really need to play. And tonight, you kind of set the tone here early on. And then, of course, when you're up big like that, you come out of the ball game, and it's kind of hard to get reestablished. But I love the fact that Coach West kept putting the starters back in and getting some playing time to get moving. But you had a heck of a night. I was super proud of you, and it was so much fun to watch you all season. But we can't wait to see what we're going to see in the playoffs because we're rooting for the Lady Rams to go all the way.
Hopefully so.
Jody, let me ask you this. Playing and seeing on senior night, seeing the work of Alexis and Christina all season, all throughout their careers. One, this question's 2 parts. I'll ask you the first part. What does that mean to you, seeing that senior leadership, the way that they pour into the younger players?
It's big.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you do then? I see the emotion, and Sarah, what does that fuel you in what you have to leave for the younger players to come behind y'all?
Wait, can you ask that again?
Yeah, I'm asking you as a senior, when you move into a senior and they're gone, you'll elevate to a senior. What the way that they poured into you, how does that say, you know what, I have to do that to these younger players coming?
just like, I don't know.
Just everyday practice. I mean, what they instill to you, the leadership that they have, it's got to filter down to you. You got to kind of adapt and see how they did a few things. And you've been now as a junior, so you've got to see a senior class before this one, and a couple. Of course, you've probably played since you were 6th grade. Is that right? So you get to speak a little bit from each senior leader that you get. What kind of stuff does Alexis and Christina did this year? What kind of stuff that you saw that you stood back and looked at and be like, man, that's a leader. That's what I want to kind of take from and see what they did.
Defense.
Yeah, and that sets a tone. Yeah, I mean, y'all are lights out on the full court press, and it doesn't matter if it's the first, second, third, fourth quarter. It never lets up. And even when they do the line change, like we said, 5 come in, those young ladies step right in there and do the exact same thing. So you could tell that y'all have played together a long time. And I mentioned that during the broadcast tonight. You are always, everybody's in the right spot at the right time. And that's just practice, because sometimes people can start, watching the game instead of playing the game. And it seems like y'all have been taught since day one, stay in that groove and stay in that little zone that you're having. It's got to be fun to experience what you're experiencing right now. Coming off of a state title, and you're the front runners to do it again. And that's hard to do. I mean, do y'all understand? I'm sure you do, and I'm sure Coach West instills in y'all how hard it is to become a state champion. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's a big deal. It's not a thing that a lot of people get to experience. And you get to experience that hopefully back-to-back years here. And I'm looking forward to seeing everything that y'all are going to do here. And I know you're excited about finishing this year and then taking that next step as the senior leader next year. Absolutely.
Look, last question, I'm going to get you out of here because I see you don't like answering questions a lot on here, too. How intense is Coach West at practice?
She's not watching.
We'll
you
take
can go
that.
ahead.
That's all I needed. Look, I'm going to learn now that I don't need verbal communication with it. I saw the eye contact. I was like, okay, enough said. Jody, congratulations on a great night, a great season, a lot of work to do, and we'll see you next week.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming.
All right. A young lady of very few words in there, and that was a difficult one. Billy?
A lot of nodding and a lot of
nodding, smiling, and that's right. Boy, what a great night it was here at Oak Hill. 72 to, whole lot down. I've got it right here. 74-28 is what it ended up. I guess it's right there on the scoreboard in my face, too, isn't it? So there you have it. End of the season. It's been a long one. We won't cover the Anacoco game because it's on the road Friday night, but I invite you, if you're in the sound of our voice, to make it out there and go see that one. We will be back here for that home quarterfinal playoff game, and we will follow the Lady Rams on their quest for back-to-back. One of two. This starts a dynasty. 2 years is back-to-back is good, but when you start rolling them in, and this program just looks deeper and deeper as you go down the roster.
And, you've got a lot of young 7th, 8th grade, sophomores, freshmen. Briley Ducey Jr., her and Jowers next year, and then Cassie Lacaz. Man, it's going to be fun to watch those young ladies.
Look, I'm telling you, I'm going to miss Alexis and Christina, but I'm telling you, the future is bright for this group. You saw Nugent come in there and play well. Of course, Courts can shoot the ball well. It just goes all the way down the lineup. So
Cetus, the freshman, my goodness, she's the pretty much the first one that comes in, her and Lacaz. And look, don't forget Lainey Johnson's only a sophomore. It's just the sky's the limit here. If you're Coach West, you got a lot of fun.
Look,
here
there's
coming.
Chuck just zooming in. He's looking at all of our notes that are on here. Guys, that's going to wrap it up. It's been a wonderful night. Again, your final on senior night. Oak Hill 74 and Elizabeth 28. 26th win of the season. For the Rams to get to 30 wins, they got to win out.
They got to win out, and they can
win one more regular season game and 3 in the playoffs, and that would reach a 30-win plateau. But winning game, I don't care if it's 29, 30, 20, they want to win that last one, and we're going to follow it all along the way. From a man behind the scenes there on the camera, Chuck Perkins, I apologize that you didn't get any dad jokes tonight.
Not yet.
I apologize.
Go to his Facebook page.
Right, and he'll have those on there. Billy, glad you could join us. Look for a lot out of Billy this weekend as we will cover the ASL Basketball State Championships on there. Tune in Saturday. Yeah, we got a big thing. Yeah. Check out the website, 446sports.com. Tonight we'll have an update on this. We'll have all of the stats and all the highlights from this one. Guys, it has been a great night. For all of us here that brought this to you, thank you so much for doing it. I am Doug Gann. God bless you all, and good night.